On August 29th, Eric Baroni announced during the Symphony of Seasons that there would be a 1.7 update coming to Stardew Valley, and later brought that announcement to Twitter. This made fans both ecstatic and concerned at the same time. On his blog, he had been dropping small updates about his second game, Haunted Chocolatier, and how development had been going. Naturally, many people had assumed that with the new update mentioned, this would mean Haunted Chocolatier would be on the back burner again. He admitted that when developing 1.6, he got ahead of himself and turned what was to be a small update into a large one. He put out an update on September 2nd talking about his plans with both Stardew and Haunted Chocolatier, stating the new update would technically affect Haunted Chocolatier's release date, but when there is no release date, can it really affect the release date? He explained that since 1.3, he has had a small team of people helping him make updates, but he still likes to have a hands-on connection with the game instead of only being a creative director. He went as far as to theorize that Stardew's next update might not even come out until after Haunted Chocolatier comes out. Of course, this is all theoretical and not guaranteed because we will not rush an indie developer to put out an incomplete game. We will wait until it is complete and actually works at launch, excluding a few natural bugs here and there. If anyone has ever been in a creative funk, art block, writer's block, or just life blocks, sometimes working on something completely different can respark your creativity for that original thing. I'm not saying this is what's happening with Haunted Chocolatier, but it is a rather common thing that just happens. So what does this mean for Stardew Valley? Aside from getting a 1.7 update eventually, absolutely nothing. We don't know what type of update it could be, when it'll be out, what content could get added, what would be left alone. Some people theorize that the new update could be a quality of life update, adding things like skipping time, fast forwarding a few hours, or skipping days entirely, larger backpacks, more dialogue options, and adding the farmer's birthday, and more ideas. While others are hoping for a more content-heavy update, similar to the 1.5, which introduced a whole new area in Ginger Island, new crops, more NPCs, and the ability to enchant your weapons. But as Concerned Ape has said, we will have no idea what it is and won't know until he posts it when it's ready. Plus, let's not forget that 1.6 came out over a year ago to people on PC, but less than a year ago for console players. With how large of a gap the different consoles had for release dates, he's mentioned that he wants to avoid something like that from ever happening again, which means more time for the update will need to happen. But what does this mean for Haunted Chocolatier? Similarly, virtually nothing. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice reminder that Haunted Chocolatier will come out eventually, and he is still working very hard and diligently on it. He just might take a break here and there to work on Stardew, and let's be real, if your independent game was selling an average of 10 million copies every year since 2020, you would be focusing on your first game too. But seriously, as of December in 2024, it's reported that Stardew Valley has sold 41 million copies across all platforms, not counting anything in 2025 yet. We're also ignoring the people who might have pirated the game, which don't do that. The game's only $15. Your DoorDash just costed more than what this game would be. You can afford it. Before his announcement, he dropped a screenshot of what Haunted Chocolatier is currently looking like, and it looks great. Plus, there is fishing in this game, which I'm personally ecstatic about, and he better keep the minigame. It may be annoying to wait so long for a new game to come out, but remember how much enjoyment you get out of Stardew Valley. It was first released in 2016, almost 10 years ago. Most games don't have any updates adding content 2 or 3 years after its initial release, never mind 10 years later. Plus, the world of Haunted Chocolatier is larger than Stardew Valley. Is a rather ominous thought. Is it larger lore-wise? Larger explorable world size? Larger game file-wise? No one knows except for Concerned Ape himself, and we will find out in due time. In the meantime, play a farm type you haven't tried before, romance someone you normally wouldn't, start a co-op farm with your friend, or if you have no friends, go watch my live streams and then you can play while I play so it seems like you have a friend. And have some patience, because in the end, it'll all be worth it. If you enjoyed my rambling and info dump, please make sure to subscribe and follow all of my links down below for even more content.